Ito, day 3, Sabadito, Sara Duterte impeachment trial. The Senate Impeachment Court deferred on Wednesday, July 8, the defense cross-examination of the National Bureau of Investigation NBI agent who testified.
Mga minor de edad, sa kabila ng kanilang murang edad, agad na kumilos ang mga otoridad upang ipatupad ang mga umiiral na batas. Ang mensahe ay malinaw. Ang pagiging bata ay hindi nangangahulugang walang pananagutan.
What happens if the Vice President is convicted? Mga kababayan, sabi dito, if the Vice President is removed from office, the President nominates a new Vice President. A nominee must be a current member of the Senate or the House of Representatives.
Nagbabagang mga balita at pagtalakay sa mga isyu ng lipunan. Pulsa, opinyon, banat at paglalantad sa katotohanan. Pulsa, what you see is what you get. You decide.
Hello po mga kababayan, si Dante Marabilia. So pag-usapan natin po yung pagpapatuloy ng impeachment trial. Bigyan ko muna kayo ng update ng impeachment trial. Day 3 ni Sara Duterte. Ito, day 3, Sabadito, Sara Duterte impeachment trial. The Senate Impeachment Court deferred on Wednesday, July 8, the defense cross-examination of the National Bureau of Investigation NBI agent who testified in Vice President Sara Duterte's impeachment trial, along with the presentation of another witness by the House Prosecution Panel. So wala muna na magiging cross-examination doon sa NBI agent, si Kalilong. Dinefer muna ng impeachment court. May tatlo kasi siya, mga kababayan. So siguro, ang gagawin na style, yung tatlo na mga witnesses ng prosecution na naka-line up, puro muna po presentation. Then afterwards, yung mga cross-examination naman po ng mga witnesses. Anyway, kaabang-abang po ang impeachment trial ni Sara Duterte na sabi nga natin, nilamon ng prosecution. Ang defense counsel, si Attorney Narbasa, nilamon ang buhay ni Attorney Ligutan. Parang pinagmukha College of Law student lang, sabi ni Attorney Del Rosario. Hindi ako nagsabi Kasi nga po, sabi nga natin mga kababayan, napakahirap i-defend si Sara Duterte kasi yung ebidensya galing mismo sa bibig niya. Masisira lang yung karir mo. Kailangan mo magsinungaling kasi yung client na dinidefend mo, sinungaling. Alam ng taong bayan. Kaya hirap po i-defend. Parang sinigong. Nasira yung buhay ni Attorney Kaufman. Pinalitan na lang. Sabi ko sa inyo mga kababayan, lahat ng abogadong dumikit kay Sara Duterte at sa Duterte, nasira yung buhay. Nawala ng karir. Nakita ninyo si Attorney Harry Roque. Naging pugante. Nawala ng karir. Sino pa? Si Marcoleta, abogado. Nawalan din ng karir. Nakulong. Plunder. Sisira talaga ang buhay mo pag dumikit ka sa kanila. Kasi nga, ang hirap ipaglaban ang isang sinungaling at guilty sa mga kasalanan na alam natin totoo. Bakit totoo? Inamin niya. Inamin ni Digong. Si Sara Duterte, no joke, sabi niya. Kaya puro po suppression ng presentation ng evidence yung ginagawa na strategy ng defense. Nangangamote mga kababayan, pati yung opening statement ng prosecution mga kababayan, gustong harangin ni Attorney Narbasa. Iparinig ko sa inyo. Yung opening statement po ni panel prosecution member Representative Lawrence Defensor, the opening statement pa lang, hinaharang na. Pati yung pag-post mga kababayan ni Attorney Ligutan, posing pa lang mga kababayan, nag-post lang siya ng pagsasalita. Ayon, may objection si Attorney Narbasa. Bakit na niya pati yung pag-post, mag-object kayo? Sabi ni denied mga kababayan ni presiding judge, Senator Chis Escudero. Sabi ni Attorney Ligutan, relax niya, patapusin mo muna niya ako. May sasabihin pa ako. Talaga niya, Mr. Maravillas, hirap ipaglaban. Hirap po talaga ipaglaban sa husgado ang isang sinungaling. Inadmit niya mismo sa video, kaya ayaw i-present yung ebidensya. Kasi mismong bibig niya, mga kababayan, pinapatunayan ng kanyang persona mismo, recorded, authenticated ng National Bureau of Investigation. Anyway, ito muna, yung opening statement mga kababayan, tingnan ninyo kung paano hinarang ni Atty. Narvasa. Hindi umubra po. Nasisira yung karir ni Atty. Narvasa dahil dito sa impeachment ni Sara.
The articles of impeachment is divided into 4 teams, and I would like to turn over to the head prosecutor of Article 4, that is threat, the Honorable Lawrence Defensor. May I request that he be recognized, Your Honor.
The member of the panel of prosecutors, Congressman the Honorable Lawrence Defensor, is recognized for his introduction of Article 4, I presume.
Thank you so much, Mr. Presiding Officer. May I be allowed to make a manifestation to introduce Article 4?
Before you proceed, Senator Judge Cayetano is recognized.
Before that, I ask for your indulgence from the prosecution and the...
Kaya ang nangyari mga kababayan, yung DDS senator na magkapatid na Cayetano, sumali na bilang defense lawyer. Dapat sila, mga kababayan, di ba, dapat sila judge. Umaakto na defense lawyer, yung dalawa, yung magkapatid. Halata. Gustong suplahin, pati sinupres yung pagtatanong. Mga kababayan, gustong ipatanggal. Tinable na lang ni Senator Chis Escudero. Nag-object, mga kababayan, gustong ipatanggal doon sa record ni Pia Cayetano, yung pagtatanong ni Risa Ontiveros. Talagang loko ito mga DD senators, mga kababayan. Ito, biglang nag-interrupt si Cayetano.
There are certain issues that we are more than willing to listen to the debate here. I'm speaking for myself, but I think for also other senator judges, and of course we'll give as much leeway. But there are certain issues that we also need time to study. So if we look at our rules of impeachment, suppletory kasi yung rules ng rules of court. And the difference between asking the accused to take the stand and asking someone who's not the accused, but we may say something that is incriminatory. There's a wide difference. So the accused, under the rules of court, hindi mo pwedeng i-force to take the stand. Pero yung hindi accused, they have to take the stand and wait for the question, and then they can claim the right against self-incrimination. But it could be argued that this isn't exactly a criminal court in a criminal sense. It's an impeachment court. So if it pleases the court, or if the prosecution is sure to ask for the subpoena, may I propose to the presiding officer that both sides give us a memoranda in advance so that we can also do our part and study rather than spend much more time during the debates, because I'd really like to study that issue also. Thank you, and sorry for the interruption, Congressman.
Noted, Senator Cayetano. However, this premature at
Grabe,
this time.
interruption.
We will do what we did with respect to the
Imbis
motion for
pagbigyan na lang
issuance of
muna
subpoena at testification
yung
of
yung presentation.
with regard to the bank accounts of the spouses Duterte and Carpio, as well as the MLC records. We require the parties to submit a memoranda, and we will be scheduling it for oral arguments by the parties. If that is the desire of the Honorable Senator Judge Cayetano, we will do the same with respect to this once the motion has been filed formally by the panel of prosecutors. The Honorable Defensor is recognized. You may proceed, sir.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. Honorable Senator Judges, noong 22 ng Hunyo 2026, nagulat at nagdalamhati ang buong bansa sa pamamaril sa isang paaralan. Sorry, excuse me. Your Honor, may I be allowed to finish my manifestation? I will not disrespect and interrupt the defense counsel.
Yes, but before
once he has started.
this is no disrespect, sir.
Counsel for respondent is recognized.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, this is improper. The improper for trial. Manifestation, this is not a manifestation proper for court procedure. This is instead them telling a story. This is a narration by the prosecution, which is not allowed. This is not allowed by any rule in any court. So what,
May I be allowed
what is
to reply?
proper is that they present their first witness, and
We will be
ready.
presenting our witness, Your Honor. However, please allow us to freely advocate our position,
That's why Your Honor,
including
you're
the defense when it's their turn. We will not
Councilor
object to the
respondent,
same.
kindly let him finish.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you
I
so
will-
much, Your
To respond
Guilty.
to you. Yes, you were saying.
Thank you,
Honorable
Honorable
Sir.
Senator Judges. Noong ikadalawampung-dalawa
Honorable Defense, sir, kindly finish your reply to the
Thank you, Your Honor.
objection of
I will
counsel
proceed.
for respondent.
allow us to freely advocate our positions through the proper and respectful discourse.
Correct.
This is not prohibited under the rules. In fact, the court has declared that yesterday the rules will not comply with the strict procedures of a judicial proceeding. Each article is a separate complaint, and it would be the proper guidance for the senator judges, lalo na po sa ating mga kapwa Pilipino na nanonood, para mas lalo nilang maunawaan ang ipipresenta naming ebidensya. The impeachment is a sui generis. Sui generis dahil kakaiba ito, hindi ito judicial, administrative, o civil o criminal proceeding. Hayaan niyo po kaming magbigyan ng 5 minuto para mailatag namin kung paano
Correct.
namin maipresenta at ang basihan namin sa pagpresenta ng aming ebidensya.
Your
Correct.
Honor, may I respond?
The presiding officer should rule. Although indeed we will interpret the rules liberally, and although indeed this is a sui generis proceeding, neither will we allow any dilatory moves and/or tactics, and I will bind and hold you to your 5 minutes, Honorable Defensor.
Absolutely,
And we
Your
will
Honor.
clock it.
Your Honor,
we will
may-
afford the same opportunity to the counsel for respondents when their turn arrives.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I proceed, Your Honor?
You may proceed.
Puro
Honorable
dilatory.
Senator Judges, noong ika-22 ng Hunyo 2026, nagulat at nagdalamhati ang buong bansa sa pamamaril sa isang paaralan sa Tacloban City na ikinasawi ng 3 batang mag-aaral at ikinasugat ng marami pang iba. Ang mga salarin, mga minor de edad, sa kabila ng kanilang murang edad, agad na kumilos ang mga otoridad upang ipatupad ang mga umiiral na batas. Ang mensahe ay malinaw. Ang pagpigiging bata ay hindi nangangahulugang walang pananagutan. Ang pananagutan ay umiiral, pagamat iba ang paraan ng pagpapatupad nito sa ilalim ng batas. Kamakailan, isang pasahero ang inaresto sa airport at kinasuhan matapos itong magbiro na may bomba sa kanyang bagahe dahil mahigpit na ipinapatupad ng mga otoridad ang patakarang zero tolerance policy sa anumang pagbabanggit ng bomba o anumang pampasabog. Sa isang hiwalay na pangyayari noong Mayo 2020, isang public school teacher ang inaresto, pinusasan at kinasuhan ng NBI sa Zambales matapos magbiro na magbibigay ng pabuya sa sinumang papatay sa presidente ng Republika. Ano ang prinsipyo dito? Ang pananagutan ay pinapairal sa lahat, bata man o matanda, nasa laylayan man o nasa katungkulan. The prosecution comes before you today to present evidence for Article 4, establishing that Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte committed acts that betrayed the public trust, committed culpable violation of the Constitution, committed high crimes in publicly admitting through a live broadcast that she contracted someone to assassinate the President, the First Lady, and the former House Speaker. We acknowledge the burden of this trial on the senator judges as well as the Filipino people. But it is a duty that we must discharge together, lest the public come to believe that threatening public officials and fostering a culture of impunity are conduct that may be tolerated or condoned, especially coming from the second highest official of the land. Ang mga kilos at salita ng Vice Presidente ay hindi dapat ituring na simpleng krimen sa ilalim ng batas, kundi tuwirang paglabag sa saligang batas. Kaya ang paglilitis na ito ay mahalagang mekanismong itinakda upang tiyakin na ang kapangyarihan ay laging may kaakibat na pananagutan. Accountability must apply to all or none at all. At the heart of this impeachment proceeding lies a fundamental question para sa ating lahat. Can we continue to entrust one of the highest constitutional offices to a public official who, on multiple occasions, purposely and willfully and repeatedly resorted to threats of violence against the very institutions that she swore to uphold and protect? The evidence presented in this article are not just derived from testimonies and authenticated documents, but from the Vice President's own words, own conduct, her very own public admissions. Her words were neither accidental nor taken out of context. They were uttered publicly with the intention to be taken seriously. Huwag kang mag-alala, ma'am, sa security ko. Kasi may kinausap na ako na tao. At sinabi ko sa kanya na kapag pinatay ako, patayin mo si BBM, si Lisa Marcos, si Martin Romualdez.
May objection
No,
na
John.
naman.
No, John. What makes these threats
Mamaya
especially
na.
sinister is that they do not come from an ordinary citizen, but from the Vice President herself, an official who under the Constitution stands to succeed the President of the Republic. Such statements carry a gravity far from the exercise of one's freedom of expression. They strike at the very heart of government. This is especially significant given that she has publicly declared her intention to run for president in the next election.
Correct.
What values do we expect from those who occupy the highest office in the land? Delicadeza, palabra de honor, integrity, and loyalty to your oath of office. These are not outdated ideals. They are the foundations of honorable public office. Maraming salamat po, Your Honors.
Kaya napakabigat ng ebidensya, mga kababayan, laban kay Sara Duterte. Kasi yung ebidensya galing mismo sa kanyang bibig. Sa kanya mismo galing, kaya sinosuppress yung presentation ng ebidensya ng defense, mga kababayan. Kaya sabi ni House Prosecution na team spokesperson, Congressman Adjong, the evidence anya will speak. Yan ayon kay House Prosecution Team spokesperson si Adjong, nakita sa ikalawang araw ng impeachment trial laban kay Vice President Sara Duterte ang umano'y pagtatangka ng defense team na i-mute ang ebidensya. Anya lalong lumalakas ang panawagan ng prosecution na ipakita sa taong bayan ang katotohanan. The evidence will speak. Nakita din natin kung anong strategy ng defense is to actually mute the evidence or to do anything they can technically not to allow the court to appreciate the evidence. Nandun na tayo to a point that they even raise a question about the witness capacity or his expertise on taking the witness stand. It's very clear now, sabi po ni Adjong. Sa lakas ng ebidensya po laban kay Sara Duterte, kasi yung ebidensya mula mismo sa kanyang bibig, tumakbo na siya ngayon sa Supreme Court, kasama yung mga abogado, yung sa panguna ni Torion na mahilig tumakbo sa Supreme Court magpasaklolo, gustong ipatigil yung impeachment. Itigil yan. Wala talaga po, mga kababayan.
Eh sabi natin kanina, para siguro hindi masira yung karir ninyo, yung buong defense team ni Sara, lumipat na lang kayo sa prosecution. I-abandon na ninyo kaysa masira yung karir ninyo. Ano man si Sara, unang-una inutil man na vice presidente, wala man na itulong sa ating bansa. Puro perwisyo yung ginawa, sige travel, mga kababayan. Ano ba? Walang contribution sa pag-angat ng ating economy sa status ng middle class, upper middle class status. Wala siyang contribution. Kaya talaga, importante na matanggal na itong si Sara Duterte para maka-appoint ng bago na tutulong sa kaunlaran ng ating bansa, yung ating Pangulong Bongbong. Sino niya Mr. Maravillas yung dapat na dapat pumalit kay Sara pag na-convict o natalsik, natanggal na na-convict bilang vice-presidente. Base sa batas po, galing sa Congress or sa Senado. So, qualified ang sino mang senador na above 40. Tapos yung congressman. Si Martin Romualdez na lang po ang gawin na vice presidente. Yung speaker na kasama sa binantaan ni Sara para lalong magsirko-sirko sa galit yung mga DDS po. Anyway, anong speaker si Martin Romualdez, mga kababayan, napakaganda ng takbo ng Kongreso. Mataas yung ratings niya at yung naipasa ng mga batas talagang yung sa LEDAC, 80% sa mga LEDAC bills, mga kababayan, ang naipasa ng Kongreso. So, yun ang ipalit na lang siguro. Tapos, afterwards, tumakbong presidente o vice-presidente. Kung ayaw ni Martin mag-presidente, vice-presidente ni Lisa Marcos. Or ni Irene Marcos, kung sino yung i-endorse ng ating Pangulo. Sino anya, Mr. Maravillas, tingin mo? Wala pa. Wala pang napipili. Busy yung ating Pangulo sa trabaho. Ngayon, sabi dito, what happens if the Vice President is convicted? Mga kababayan, sabi dito, if the Vice President is removed from office, the President nominates a new Vice President. A nominee must be a current member of the Senate or the House of Representatives. Sakto rito si Speaker Martin, si dating Speaker Martin, kasi qualified siya sa edad at saka siyempre mga kababayan, congressman siya at dating Speaker. So anyone from pag na-nominate ng ating Pangulo mula sa Senado or sa Congress. Ngayon, Congress votes on the nominee. A majority of all members of both the Senate and the House of Representatives voting separately must confirm the nominee. Ganon. Yun nangyari nung tawag dito, matanggal si ERAP. Di ba? To make over si GMA. Tapos ang ninominate, mga kababayan, si Ginggona. Kaya naging vice presidente si Ginggona. Senador siya. Yung matandang Ginggona. Si Chufisto Ginggona. So, nominee assumes office as vice president. The nominee shall assume office upon confirmation by a majority vote of all the members of both houses of Congress voting separately. So the vacant congressional seat may be filled through a special election as provided by law. Special elections may be called to fill such a vacancy in the manner prescribed by law by the senator or member of the House of Representatives, thus elected, shall serve only for the unexpired term. So, yung remaining 2 years, yun lang ang isi-serve ng papalit na congressman or senador. Ngayon, pag na-acquit niya Mr. Maravillas, pag ina-acquit nila, i-convict natin yung mga senador. Pwede pa naman na after 1 year. Kaya lang, kapos na sa panahon, after 1 year, pwedeng mag-initiate. Tulad ng nangyari. Di ba? 2 beses na impeach si Sara. Kaya lang, sinelve ng in-archive ng Senado. Kaya nag-initiate ng panibago. After the 1 year bar rule. Pero I think hindi na siya gagawin ng mga congressmen. Baka ang gawin na lang yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, file ng plunder case si Sara ng ombudsman sa Sandigan Bayan. Pag nangyari yon, hindi lang pagkatanggal sa posisyon ang mangyayari kay Sara, kulong tulad ni Marcoleta. Mas mabigat yon. So yun ang choice niya dito, mga kababayan. Mas kung ako kay Sara, mag-resign na lang siya, tumakbo bilang presidente. Pero sabi nga natin, ang plano, mga kababayan, kahit mag-resign si Sara, itutuloy pa rin yung trial para ang prayer kasi ng prosecution ay hindi lang matanggal siya, kundi perpetual disqualification
from holding any public office kasi si Sara Duterte hindi bagay po na humawak ng public office kasi nakita naman ninyo po kung ano ang behavior niya, paano siya umasta. Hindi siya bagay na humawak ng anumang public office. So itutuloy pa rin nila yung trial para makapag-desisyon mga kababayan kahit mag-resign siya, mai-convict mga kababayan for perpetual disqualification. Pero kung acquittal ang gagawin ng mga senador, another sword of Damocles na kaumang sa kanya. And that could be the plunder case that will be filed against her. Hindi man siya tatantanan, papailan siya ng plunder case ng mga complainants. Di ba? Tulad nito, yung impeachment, may private complainant po endorsed by congressmen. Kaya wala pong takas si Sara Duterte. Wala siyang takas. Damaged goods na po ang mga Duterte. Kaya kung ako ang tatanungin, mag-advise sa mga abogado, kung ako sa inyo, mga defense lawyers ni lumipat na lang kayo sa prosecution kasi masisira lang ang buhay ninyo tulad ni Harry Roque. Nawala ng karir. Kasi nga po, mahirap i-defend ang isang tulad ni Sara Duterte na nag-admit publicly na kumuha na siya ng assassin para ipapatay yung ating Pangulo, si Lisa Marcos at si Martin Romualdez. Iyan yung pang-apat na articles of impeachment. Hindi pa niyang kasama yung remaining 3. Inuna lang yung Article 4 po, mga kababayan. Okay po? Ayan man lang po ang ating short video. Ako po si Dante Maravillas. Bye-bye po. God bless.
And lifting cream, pinapahid po sa mga pulses in affected area. Mainam po sa paninigas ng mga kaso-kasuan. Ito naman po, Automax Radiant Serum. Sa mukha naman yung application, anti-aging po siya. You will look 10 years younger than your age. Sa mga cancer patients naman po, baka lang gusto ninyo itong itry. Neng siya red mixed fruit drink. Hindi mo po siya gamot, food supplement siya. Kaya lang, gawa siya mga kababayan sa goji berry. Yung goji berry, may anti-cancer properties. O ngayon, yung mga inquiries ninyo, dumiritso na lang kayo sa aming messenger sa Facebook para masagot namin agad. Ayos pa? Ayos na ayos niya, Mr. Maravilla. Sa mga nagana po ng malinis and spacious fitness gym, pumunta lang po kayo sa aming Colossal Fitness Gym. May Grab ka rental din po kami. But anyway, ito po pala yung aming bagong product na binibenta online. I am worldwide amazing pure organic barley powdered drink mix from Australia. Negosyo to ng aking anak na architect entrepreneur Riz Maravillas. Ayan po. Kontakin na lang po ninyo siya, Riz Maravillas on Facebook. Ang mga health benefits niya, boost immunity, improves digestion, enhance energy levels, packed with antioxidants, prevent cancer. Ito naman po yung bago naming product na binibenta online. Eye Glow Serum, whitening po siya. Tingnan ninyo yung epekto sa aking anak na architect before and now. Yung mga inquiries po ninyo, dumiretso na lang kayo sa kanyang Facebook account, Riz Maravillas.